Hello everyone, today I will be sharing with you all the books that I read in the first half of this year, that is 2021, and also will be recommending some of them based on how much I like them. So let's begin. The first book that I read this year was Sapiens by Yuval Noah Harari. I rarely read non-fiction, but something about the premise of this book made me want to pick this. And it was absolutely amazing. To tell you in short, this book is basically the complete history of humans and the world, from when the first humans started walking on the earth to the various revolutions like agricultural and scientific revolutions. It is a really amazing read. I gave this book a 5 on 5 on Goodreads and absolutely recommend you to read this. The second book I read was Homo Deus by the same author. I basically binged these two books one after the other. In this book, the author explores the future of the humans, about the new challenges that we'll face and how humans would transform themselves to combat such problems. This is an equally amazing book and totally recommended for you if you're looking for something interesting. I rated this too as 5 on 5 on Goodreads. Now coming to number 3, here I'm going to club 5 books and a short story as they all belong to the same series, and the series is The Dresden Files by Jim Butcher. This is basically an urban fantasy series in which the protagonist, Harry Dresden, who is a wizard, goes through some wild adventures. The character work in these books is incredible and the character of Dresden is well fleshed out. However, the plots of these books are a bit weak, I would say. I've heard that the series gets deep and complex after book 7 or 8, but till now it's just like a fun little adventures with Harry. Also, this series is written as a first-person narrative, so if that's what you're looking for, pick this book up. I would not say that this series is for everyone, so try a couple of books and judge it for yourself. Also, these are very quick reads, so basically you can burn through any one of these in a weekend. So coming to the next book that I read this year, again I'm combining two books as they are of the same series, that is The Black Prism and The Blinding Knife by Brent Weeks. My first impression while reading these books was it felt very much like Brandon Sanderson. The writing styles of these two authors and their magic systems seem similar. However, I did not enjoy this series very much. The first book in the series, that is The Black Prism, was good, the plot was good, the characters were good, but I just lost my interest in the second one and gave up on the series. I've rated the book 1 as 5 on 5 and book 2 3 on 5 on Goodreads. The next book that I read this year is The Sundown Motel. This book is just amazing and I cannot recommend it enough. It's a mystery/horror book which follows two timelines simultaneously, one in present and one in the past, and both events are somehow related. I would not spoil anything by talking much about this book because I really want you to read this. I'll tell you this book was a solid 5 on 5 for me, so yeah, highly recommended, go pick it up. The next 4 books that I read are also a part of a series, so I'll combine them, and the series is The Faithful and the Fallen by John Gwynne. This is basically a high fantasy series where we follow multiple POVs. I enjoyed the series very much. The author uses many tropes like prophecies, the chosen one, but somehow makes them look fresh and interesting. These are 4 thick books about 700 pages each. I recommend this to any fantasy fan. Though let me tell you, there is a huge cast of characters, so be ready with a pen and paper while you read. For me, the first 2 books were 5 out of 5 and the next 2 were 4 out of 5. Overall, a very enjoyable fantasy series. Moving on, the next 3 books again are a part of a same series, and that is The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Now I know this is a 5-part series, but I have gotten around reading only the first 3 of it, so I'll be completing it soon enough, but I don't think that this book series needs any introduction from me. But if you still don't know, I would say if you are interested in reading a crazy weird science fiction that explores some deep philosophical questions and has absolutely crazy names like Zaphod, Beeblebrox, then this is for you. Read it, it's a 5 out of 5 for sure. The next book in this list is The Study in Scarlet by Arthur Conan Doyle. Now it's really crazy that I hadn't read a single Sherlock Holmes book yet. I'm a big fan of the adaptations, but somehow never got around to actually reading it. But this year I finally picked it up, and as expected, it was awesome. It's a 5 out of 5 for me. If by chance you haven't read it, then you must definitely check it out. The next book is Carrie by Stephen King. This was my second King book after I had read The Stand. That was a long time ago. I have also made a review of The Stand on this channel if you want to check it out. And if you have read The Stand, then you know that I had high expectations from this one. I would say this was obviously not as good as The Stand, but overall a very nice read. So I give it a 3 out of 5 stars, and if you're a King fan and you haven't checked this out, then you need to check this out. The next book that I read is also by Stephen King, and that is The Salem Slot. And this was probably the best horror/thriller book that I've read. The chilling atmosphere that the author creates, the brilliant characters, and the creepy setting of this story all add up to the amazing experience for the readers. This was a definite 5 out of 5 for me and highly recommended. The next again is a trilogy, that is the Dark Elf trilogy by R.A. Salvatore. This is a high fantasy trilogy and also a part of a much larger universe, that is the Forgotten Realms. I have recently reviewed this book on my channel, so if you're interested, go check it out. Next up, we have a non-fiction book, that is Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl. The author of this book is a survivor of the German concentration camps during the World War II. The experiences that the author shares in this book are so beautifully written that they will haunt you. The book is basically divided into 2 parts. The first part tells his story and his experiences in the camps, the people he met, and about his life over there. The second part is his philosophy of life, its meaning, and the philosophy that he developed slowly using his experiences in the camp. As for me, I loved the first half of the book and felt the second part was just okay. But the first half itself is so amazing that it is enough reason for you to pick this up. Who knows, maybe you will find the philosophy interesting too. This book for me was a 3 out of 5 and I absolutely recommend it. Coming to the next book that I read, it is The Stranger by Albert Camus. The author of this book is well-known philosopher and I think everyone has heard of him. This is the best book that I have read this year and I don't see that changing at all. This is a highly philosophical book dealing with various serious questions about life. It follows the story of a regular man who is driven to a senseless murder on a beach. Now, I would not talk more about this book as I don't think I'll be able to do it justice it deserves by reviewing it. I'll just say one thing: read it and thank me later. The next book that I read is The Long Walk by Stephen King. The premise of this book, when I first heard about it, felt a bit weird. The way people told me about this book is it's just people walking throughout the book. And that's really it. And I think only Stephen King can craft such an amazing story out of such a mundane idea. After I read it, I realized that The Hunger Games is just a ripoff of this novel. So if you are into that kind of books, this is a must read for you. As usual for a King book, the characters are at the heart of this book. They are simply amazing. This was a solid 4 out of 5 for me and highly recommended. Coming to the last book that I finished in this first half of the year is The Shining by Stephen King. Yeah, I read a lot of Stephen King this year and I think this book needs no introduction. The amazing adaptation of this book has made it a phenomenon. The book is even more interesting than the movie, I would say. I don't think I need to sell this to you. I mean, come on, it's The Shining. Go read it already. So guys, those were all 28 books I read in 2021's first half. And honestly, I'm pretty happy about it. It's a big jump from the last year for me, as in 2020 I read only 27 books throughout the year. So this is one more than that in just half. I would like to know how many books do you read in a year? How many books have you finished this year? Let me know your recommendations in the comments. And guys, that's all. Thank you for watching and as always, happy reading.